So what we're going to talk about next is when we've done this journal and we've done a bit of talking and a lot of listening, and we've done some more talking and explained how emotions can make you feel in your body, what do we do next? So what we can do is talk about the positive aspects of the experience of lockdown, and then later on the positive aspects of going into school. Now, some children will have already been back at school, particularly if they're in year 1 and year 6 or reception, and possibly some of the secondary children will have also been back to school, and hopefully that will have been a positive experience for them. So we need to find out what was good for them about that experience, even though it may have been socially distanced playground and different teachers and mixing up the year groups. But what we want to find out from them is what worked for them, what felt good, what made them feel happy about being back in the school environment. So it's really important to capture this, because once the brain takes in negative information, for some reason it likes to hold on to it, and we have to work doubly hard putting more positive things in to counterbalance those little gremlins, those little brain, the little worry monsters that we all have. So when we have an idea, a picture from your child on what worked well, what was good about going back to school, it might be seeing my friends, it might be the walk to school, it might be getting my school uniform, it might be seeing my favourite teacher, it could have been anything, it could have been going to the shops on the way home. But it's just about extracting what was a good experience about going back to school. And even if that is problematic, we can maybe look back and encourage the child to talk about what were the best things about going to school before lockdown. Talk to me about that and tell me why you like going to school. Now, there are going to be some children who have had sustained and ongoing issues around school. So we have to think about them. Going back into an environment that wasn't successful, they may have had issues making friends, they may have had issues with their neurodiversity, they may have had issues in the classroom or with exclusions. So we also have to take delivery of that. And again, that's just part of the balancing work that we have to do to understand, what does being at school look like for your child? What does it look like for your pupils? Do you know which pupils have been struggling? It isn't always obvious which ones are having a difficult time. So what I encourage you to do is to look and analyse. If you're a parent, if you do it in the summer months, and if you're a teacher, perhaps you could carve out some time to do that on the return back to school, to understand what wasn't going well way back before lockdown. There may have been some issues that are unresolved as far as they're concerned, and it's really important to build up that relationship of trust, and they can tell you things that you may not want to hear. They may say, I've had some bullying problems, I don't have any friends, I don't like going into school, I'm worried about school because. And then ask them to elaborate if they can, and write it down with you or communicate as best you can. What were those because? What were causing the problems before lockdown? Some children have thrived during lockdown. It really thrived. They haven't had to worry about social interaction, their social communication difficulties, their emotional regulation hasn't been an issue at school. It may have been an issue at home. But looking at their experiences in school, are they going to be put right back into a situation that wasn't working for them before? So that's something that we have to address head on and understand and find out what was going on before. So all of this is about investigation. It's about understanding And most importantly, it's about listening for the good and the bad, and then trying to put lots of the good back onto the table, into the discussion, into the mindset. So we can reassure the children, those that haven't had a particularly good time, that we understand what was happening and we're going to try and make it better, and we're going to put certain things in place to alleviate their anxiety and alleviate their worry. Even if you don't know what those interventions are going to be, it's really important to say, I understand that that wasn't easy for you and we're going to do something about it. And absolutely within your power, you need to try and make something happen. Because if they have dug deep and shared with you what wasn't going well and what was causing them problems before lockdown and why they've thrived so much, being at home, we have to find a solution, a shared solution, a collaborative solution with parents, professionals, experts, speech and language therapists, occupational therapists, and school leaders. And we have to find a way to take that problem away, or certainly reduce the impact it's having on that child in school. And now we have a brilliant opportunity to do that. And if we don't take this opportunity, we are in danger of having a perpetual issue that child becomes stuck in that feeling and in that emotion. So it's really important that we unravel what was going on and we listen and we address. That's a really important thing to do, and I think it's something that we need to take and grip as an action as responsible adults and parents and educators and professionals. And that's something that we can do together and collaborate and share. But it's a great opportunity to do that now, to safeguard the mental health of all our children.